that his father left Greenhaven or one of the prisons, and there's 2 marshals with him. They went to a dentist office. He went out the back door. So he had about 30 people that were witnesses that he was brought to a dentist, so he went out the door and he did a murder. That's the best he could come to a murder for his father. It's the kid's got to know. The kid's got to, was his father, now let me straighten something out. Was his father a gangster? 100%. Was he from the street? 100%. Did he have a lot of guys killed? 100%. Was he a big earner? No. Was he a degenerate gambler? Yes. Was he a tough guy? Yeah, he was a street guy. Was he a killer with his own hand? No. Did he have killers around him? Yes. He had a ton of killers around him. Bobby Borriello was one of them. Johnny Cornelia was one of them. Eddie Leno was one of them. Joe Watts was a big one.
Sammy?
Sammy, without a doubt. These are guys
that are loyal. Who was the most feared out of all of those guys?
Sammy and Joe Watts, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Johnny was tough for him too, but without a doubt.
At the peak when you were on Sammy, what was the different energy you felt from Sammy than you felt about the Senior?
Senior, even as a kid, Senior wanted to intimidate you, right? So I grew up in the street. He wanted to fear, and as a kid, I was intimidated. I would be a lie to say I wasn't.
Sure.
I was intimidated. I was impressed by him. But then as you're growing and you understand the world is like going to kindergarten, you work your way up to college. When I looked at Sammy, you seen complete confidence. He walked with confidence. He didn't try to stare you down. He said hello. He didn't try to intimidate you. Hey, kid. And even to today, if you ask him when he met me, he doesn't know. And of course he doesn't know because I was a kid. He met me at the clubs, he said. He said hello, but he doesn't specifically remember conversations because I'm a nobody. I'm a kid growing up, and he's an underboss. So why would he pay attention? It's like guys that say they know me, and I don't remember them because I'm in a different level. You're not going to remember these guys, but he was always a gentleman. And as time went on, yes, he's seen me more and he said hello more. But if you ask him specifically, what did we talk about? He won't remember, but I remember. Because to me, it was a big deal, just like it was a big deal talking to Gotti Sr. But then you learn and you decipher, hey, is this guy a good leader? When you start watching people that are good leaders through history, whether it's in law enforcement, like we talk about Rudy Giuliani, right? Highly intelligent guy, good leader. He decimated the mafia. But he made a statement. I did an interview down in Albania about the 5 families. And the interviewist, very famous guy down there in the Balkans, Blendy, said that Gotti Sr. had a gun on him. And I left. I says, you're wrong. And he says, well, that's what Rudy Giuliani did. I says, all due respect to Rudy Giuliani, and I have a lot of respect for him, is he wasn't in the car, but Sammy Gravano was. And there was no gun in Gotti's lap or hand or jacket. He had no intentions of getting out of that car, no matter what. He was just going to send Sammy out. Sammy had the gun. So it depends on where this information is coming from.